Meteorologist John Gumm's Katrina story is truly unique. Now, Chief in Cincinnati, John was working mornings at a New Orleans television station. He opens up about how his memories of those days are so vivid and why he's still thankful even now.
Hurricane Katrina was a life-changing storm for me and my family. As Katrina came off the Florida coast, the model data had shifted dramatically. And every single piece of data that I looked at that morning and into the afternoon continued to paint a worst-case scenario for the city of New Orleans.
I mean, we have a lot of concerns with this storm, Eric, and
I was sad. I was extremely upset myself, but I had a job to do, and I did that job. But at the same time, I was transparent with my feelings. I was transparent about the feeling of dread, the feeling of doom that I had.
It's a big storm, Eric. It's getting bigger.
And I tried to put myself in the viewer's shoes. You know, what would they be feeling? What would they be thinking? The other part of that horrible feeling I had was because my wife was 9 months pregnant with our first child. I broadcast that day for over 12 hours straight, giving the worst case scenario for the city. This message that I received from my wife would change everything. She told me that she was in labor and she was having a friend take her to the hospital. My son was born. Connor Jacob Gumm came into the world just over 24 hours before Hurricane Katrina would make landfall. It wasn't long after that, though, that reality would set in. My wife, my newborn son had to be evacuated. And just 16 hours later, we made that call to evacuate. I changed my first diaper in the back of an SUV. The next morning, we made it to my sister-in-law's home in Nashville, Tennessee, and it really didn't hit me until I saw the pictures of the flooding. Places that I drove by every day, going to and from work, were under 15 feet of water.
Here's the front view of the house.
A couple of weeks later, we were able to go back down and examine the damage at our home. And we were lucky. The storm surge had stopped a few blocks south of our house, but I'll never forget that smell. I'll never forget the damage that I saw driving back to our home. The place was unrecognizable, especially where the storm surge had flattened buildings. I think as a meteorologist, you often think about situations like this. You ask yourself what you would do, how you would handle it. But in the situation, when you get there, you just don't know until you're there. And I think that was the case with me.